Hello! Hi everybody! I thought I'd make a cute little video talking about celiac disease and kind of what it is, how I've learned to live with it, and tips to whoever is struggling with celiac right now. But yeah, first I'll start off with what celiac disease is. It's an autoimmune disease where you're allergic to gluten. Basically, when you eat it, your body attacks it and you get really, really sick. It wasn't until 4 years ago that I got really sick randomly, like out of the blue. I thought I had the flu. I was throwing up, going to the bathroom a bunch for like a week straight. It wasn't until I had some friends text me and like ask how I was doing, and I was like, I haven't been able to eat anything. Can you bring me some snacks that'll settle my stomach? My friends show up to my apartment and I was like almost passed out laying on the couch. And they took one look at me and said, we need to take you to the hospital. Like, you don't look okay. So we went to the hospital and they just put some medicine in me, stabilized me, and told me to come back for a colonoscopy in like a week. I went back and got my colonoscopy and instantly they told me I had celiac disease. And I basically ate rice, chicken, and broccoli for a solid 2 years. I thought, this is it. This is the only thing I can eat. Everything else makes me sick and my life sucks and I'm never going to be able to enjoy food ever again. I was constantly looking on YouTube trying to find videos of people explaining their story and how they were able to get through it. So yeah, it was really, really hard at first. And it kind of became my identity because I was obsessing over it. Even after I was diagnosed, I was still getting sick. And I think that's something no one explained to me. Your gut is ripped to shreds. Anything you eat, your stomach is going to attack, and it's not going to absorb the nutrients that you're trying to get. I went to dozens of doctors, and I was so sick that I even went to the hospital a couple times. I was trying every single thing that I could find on the internet, like gut healing powder or gut healing pills or probiotics. I was drinking kombucha like crazy because I heard that would heal my stomach. And I tried so many things, and it's crazy because it wasn't until I realized that I had anxiety and it was making it worse. It wasn't until I was able to calm that down that my stomach actually started healing itself and I was able to heal myself. Like I said before, there were a couple times that I went to the hospital. I was just nauseous, throwing up, diarrhea. All of the issues were going on and they sent me home. I got a bill for it and I was sick again the next night. I was so frustrated, and I think that might have been one of the lowest parts of my life where I just thought nothing is going to heal me. Nothing is going to fix this. I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. I'm always going to be sick. And it was literally miserable. There was one specific time, same thing happened. I was sick all night. Jake took me to the hospital and they put saline in my system, and he like starts walking away and I start choking. I'm sweating, I'm shaking, I'm crying, I can't breathe. They put the x-ray thing behind me, they take pictures, and they come back and they say, there's nothing wrong. You're not choking. And I was so pissed. I was so freaking mad. I turned to the doctor and I just start yelling at him like, are you kidding me? I can't breathe right now. All I know is I can't breathe, and I remember he put saline in me. It's his fault. It sounds ridiculous right now, but at the time that's what I truly believed. And the nurse walks out, grabs another doctor. The doctor comes in and he sits me down and he's like, you're not going to want to hear this, but you aren't sick right now. You have anxiety. And I was so mad. I was like, how dare you blame all of these problems on my anxiety? That's not true. These are real physical problems. Can't you see me throwing up? Can't you see me? I'm choking. And I just left that hospital super, super angry. But it was interesting because when I got home, my husband sat me down and he said, what do you think about the doctor saying that you have anxiety? And I was like, that's BS. That's wrong. Doctors don't know what they're talking about. Like, let's just go to another doctor. And Jake looked at me and he's like, Mallory, I don't think you're sick. I don't think this is your celiac that's making you sick right now. I think it's your anxiety. And that was a really, really tough pill to swallow. I think it's one thing obviously I should believe doctors, but it's one thing when your spouse is sitting in front of you telling you this. And Jake, I trust him more than anybody else, you know? When I was first diagnosed, I was getting sick at night. which I think was normal at first. My stomach was healing, but it was over such a long period of time that I think my brain was scared that I was going to be sick at night. My anxiety set in, and I had this really big fear of nighttime. I wanted to talk about some kind of tips about really how to deal with celiac disease. I know I went on a tangent about anxiety, but I wanted to talk about some tips that I've learned and that have helped me while living with celiacs. So I would say my number one thing is to always be prepared. Eating before you leave the house. Let's say your friends are going out, you're all going out to eat, you eat at home first. Second is always bring snacks with you. I am the kind of person that I get very hangry if I don't eat food, and I need snacks quite often, and so I always prepare snacks with me. There's an app, and it's called Find Me Gluten Free. It shows you all the gluten-free restaurants near you, and people rate them. People explain, oh, this one isn't good for people with celiacs. Like, they make gluten-free food, but it's not safe for celiacs because it's prepared in the same kitchen, or it's prepared on the same grill, or little things like that. It sounds dumb, but being part of a support group. There's a group on Facebook that I'm part of. I forgot what it's called, but if you just like look up celiacs groups on Facebook, so many things will pop up. And I think that's been really, really helpful for me too, because I didn't know anyone that had it at first. And so I needed someone to talk to. Something that's really helped my stomach is just like giving yourself time to heal and taking it slow. And so I hope that made sense. I know I was kind of all over the place, but I'm gonna make more videos about celiac, and I just thought I'd make kind of an intro video about my story and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this and maybe learned a little bit for yourself or for those around you that are struggling with the same things. And yeah, I love you all so much, and I hope you have the best day of your entire life today,